this is serious business, and we want to get this thing going here. So, okay, the things that we're going to review today, we're going to review our business name. We're going to lock in our brand's slogan. We're going to decide on our business structure. And we're going to get a business address and a registered agent and an LLC or some other type of business. We'll talk about that in a little while. And file the necessary paperwork so we can start generating cash online. And we need to have all of these systems in place to be able to effectively do that. So it's all about making money, really. You know, we want to be able to self-finance our own dreams and desires. So that's something that we want to do. So your business name should reflect what you're doing. It may or may not. And so largely what we do is comprised with more things than what we have in our business name. I mean, ideally, it would be everything that we do in our business name. And so we should have a meaningful long tail.com. And long tail means that's going to be more than your average 7 characters for a domain name. So like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.com. Now that's a huge domain name, but as far as branding, you couldn't do better than that, you know, as far as owning that domain name, which by the way is available. So if anyone wants to go out and get Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.com, there it is. I don't know why someone didn't jump on that, but it's just out there, you know, for $11 or whatever. So go get it. But you need a long tail key phrase like that for your .com, and it's just not enough. You need also, so that's your business. You need the name of your business, and you need to be licensed and registered as a business. And you're going to need a slogan, something that defines what you do. So let's see if I can I share my screen? How do I do that? Let's see if I can figure this one out.
On the bottom center, should be a green button.
No, I can't even. Share screen. There we go. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Can you get me in there?
Sorry,
you are the host. Okay. There we go. And I get to pick something here. This, I think. Okay, got it. All right, so we'll use one of our students here. We won't use.
Yeah. Bye. Well, they didn't put her in prison.
That's good to know. Okay, we'll look at how did that happen. Yes, that comes up. Okay, so here's an example. Natural alternative specialist. This is Juanita's site. She's the natural alternatives specialist, and she has this as her subtitle: Natural Alternative Specialist, Holistic Health Sciences Practitioner. You know, that's not bad, you know, but there's some duplication here, so we could do better. So we would open up a new browser and we would search for natural alternative specialist. Okay, special. And we're just looking through the internet here to find other keywords that we might like to add to our key phrase or our slogan that we're going to be working on this week. So she's got alternative doctors coming up here, holistic, naturopaths, alternative healers, natural alternatives. Oh, her site comes up. That's nice. There you go.
Yep, hold on, my battery's dying.
Okay. Not only does her site come up, but this tells us something, right, Daniel? Whoops. This is a whoops. She doesn't have an about page. I think we're talking about that soon. Soon we're going to be, but she's in there, so it's all good. So she's going to get different, going to look up some different things. So if I exit, can I exit this? Okay, looks like. So we're going through looking for things to add to our slogan. And for Juanita, she's picked, let's see, what did she pick? Selected the phrase, oh, here it is.
We can't see anything that's going on now.
Okay,
I think we can only see that one window.
all right, let me get back to that. Am I there? I'm there. Maybe.
Yeah, we're good now. I can see that.
Okay. Let me see if I can switch to this. Okay, so we'll get back over here. Natural. Of course, I would.
Well, natural. Among other things.
Amongst other things. There we go. Oh, I should be in there. Okay, so we're going to go to the settings, general, I think. And here's her. I'm in the wrong site. There we go. So that's what you want to do. You want to go into Google, do some search, find some keywords, and put them into a phrase that's going to say what you do. And we're going to look at some other ideas here, how we can really have a kick-ass key phrase and slogan for your business as well. So we'll get general. And this is the phrase that she decided on was ancient wisdom for today, using folk medicine, herbal remedies, and energy healing for a better future. And it's kind of interesting that she has like a past, present, future thing going on there, which is pretty cool. So we'll save that. Okay, and now we'll look at So here are the elements of a good slogan. We're putting a link on this on the notes today so that those of you who are tuning in later, you'll be able to see what's going on here. So the elements of a good slogan today, there are 7 of them. Like the first one is to be representative of what you do. And the example here is like Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. That's pretty indicative of, the image that they want to project. So that is an excellent example. Let me.
Isn't that a matter of opinion?
I guess
I mean,
it is.
It could be somewhere else for some people.
Yeah, but that's what they want to be known as. So this is
Okay.
about how you want to be represented in the marketplace.
All right.
Then keyword rich. This is a new thing for slogans. Slogans are not what they used to be back in the day. So they have to change as the technology changes. So the way that we come about the slogans is if it can be keyword rich, like Juanita's, she picked up 2 or 3 keywords in her slogan, so that it will be kind of attached to her brand name, and she'll be able to exploit the search engines, which is advantageous as well. So an example is like a new business, which is a BuzzSumo. They're a information provider, and their slogan is find the most shared content and key influencers. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, if you're putting it in the search engine, they're going to come up automatically. It's not in their name. So that's how you can attach keywords to your business name. So that's a good example of how to do that. Another thing is you want to keep it short and sweet, a maximum of 10 words. If you can get it down to less than 10 words, then all the better. Walmart, theirs is very simple, very short and sweet. It's save money and live better, or save money, live better. Just simply that. And then separation, you want to separate yourself from the competition. So you want to look at things that make you different. What sets you apart from the other people who may be providing a similar service? So for those people, you want to set yourself apart, and BMW does a good job of that with the ultimate driving machine. It's not just a car. It's not just a truck or an SUV. It's the ultimate driving machine. And that kind of sets them apart. And then your clients, number 5 is to look at what your clients are doing. So they want to know what's in it for them, right? That's the only question that your clients are going to ask. What's in it for me? So MasterCard there are some things that money can't buy. For everything else, there's a MasterCard. So that is kind of like, and then if you've seen those commercials, they broadcast them with, luxurious items that you can buy with your MasterCard, although there are some things that you can't buy, which are ridiculous on the other side, or more meaningful. Then they also touch it to the heartstring as well. And eternal or timeless piece in your slogan would be great. Something that's not going to change over time. Like for instance, Verizon has a great campaign with the dude that's going around the world, and he's got the telephone and he says, "Can you hear me now?" Good. Can you hear me? So he's like checking where the cell phone works, and they retired that in, I think, 2010, because by 2010, all the other cell phone networks had really good coverage too. So it wasn't that big of a deal anymore. So that the technology changed, so your slogan doesn't have the same value that it had before. It was cute and it was effective, and we all remember it, but it's something that you could do better. More timeless is a diamond is forever, like in De Beers. That's an excellent one. And number 7 is that it promotes your culture. So you want to develop a brand that you tie in with your people. Like out of all of us, I think maybe Daniel has a really good system that he could do this with, because with his off-grid work that he does, he really does tie into like a culture of people. So if he were to fashion his slogan to really tie into them, and that would be an amazing thing to do. Like Harley Davidson does that. So in the past they used live to ride, ride to live, and currently right now it's screw it, let's ride. So it does have an emotional impact with their people. So, and just for fun, like I've put a link to this inside the notes for today, for those of you who are tuning in later. And just for fun, I put this thing in here, which I apologize for, but I thought sometimes we get too serious. So you can put, it's an automatic generator here. So you put natural alternative specialist in here and create a slogan. And do you, natural alternative specialist? Let's try another one. And what's that? Yeah, that's an ad. That was not cool. I got hijacked. Wouldn't you rather be a natural alternative specialist? So these are just, this is just for fun. Don't take this any serious. It was just a cute thing that I found on the internet and I thought I would share with you. Don't take it personal. But it's just a fun little doohickey thing. Okay, so that aside, that was enough fun. We're going to keep going. We have a lot of stuff to cover. So that is basically like, those are in the notes. You can review that. And that's the elements of a good slogan today, those 7 pieces. Now we need to decide on your business structure. Now there are many different kinds of business structures. I have this here, which is a list of all of the business structures that you can review and see which works out best for you. It's been suggested to us by coaches that we use that an LLC is quickest, easiest, and best way to create separation between what you do and your personal life. So we're giving you the same advice that this week you're going to go get an LLC unless you decide to do some other form of business structure. So that's your project today. There are also, here is a list of all of the states. Just because you're filing for an LLC doesn't mean you have to do it inside your state necessarily. So there are other states that might be more advantageous. Our consultants tell us that Wyoming is the best because it doesn't tax for internet businesses. And since we're going to be doing business on the internet, that's really advantageous. And it's not expensive. Let's see if we look at Wyoming here. Wyoming is $100 to file, $102 to do it through their online portal. They have an online portal, and they have a filing fee of $50. Now, if you're going to go outside of the area, outside of your state to file for your LLC, then you're going to need a mail service and a registered agent. So you need to get the registered agent first. You'll need to go, you can Google search the state that you want to get that done. And you can find registered agents there. You can pay them to represent you in that state. You can't do it yourself unless you have an agent in that state. Now, if you can be your own registered agent. I mean, you could just do it yourself in your own state. If you're going to another state, you need a registered agent. So they vary in price and scope, and you'll see that come up on your Google search. The same with the mail service. The mail service is going to be available there as well. You'll see those come up on your Google search. These are 2 things that you're going to need to do it. And you might.
Can it be done inside of a trust?
Yes, you can use a trust if you have an existing trust.
Okay.
You'll need to be able to get a bank account. A trust is a form of business, and you'll need to be able to get a bank account that your trust will have to have all of the documentation for your estate so that you can get a bank account associated with your trust. Some trusts don't have all of their ducks in a row for a bank account, but so you do need that. So we need a bank account. Well, that's coming up later, but we'll need that so that we can hook it up to our method of generating cash flow. So I did find in Wyoming this Wyoming Registered Agent Services right here, and I provided a link for it. If you want to do it all in one whack, I mean, it's crazy. These guys, they offer the mail service and the registered agent service for $25 a year. And if you want, they'll file your LLC papers for 150 bucks. It's crazy. Let's take a look at them. Here they are. 365 days of mail forwarding, $25 a year. And it's wild what these guys offer. The mailing address, principal address, registered office, personal names, your business, no upsells, just 25 bucks. Pretty wild. These guys they got a good business model here, really. They want to take out the competition. And I guess they get transferred, more registered agent transfers than anyone else in Wyoming, and I can see why, because what are these guys doing? Not that much.
They do a good job at asset protection too.
Well, there you go. And so here you have, you can get use them as a registered agent, file for yourself for $25 here, or you can form a whole company over here. They'll do the paperwork. Like it's only $100 if you do it yourself, or $102 if you do it online, but they'll do the paperwork for you for 150 bucks. So if you're intimidated at all by doing that, this is like quickest, easiest way to get this done for $175. You got it done. It's like, wow, pretty impressive. So, so that's that. So that's your assignment this week. Another assignment. So we have the slogan. We have your business registration, which is going to require a registered agent and a mail stop if you're doing it outside of your local area. Okay, and that's it. So you fill out your forms. You get your LLC with your business name, and you might need an EIN number. Some states require an EIN. That comes from the IRS, and they're really easy to get as well. So I just put a link here in case they require that on the forms that you fill out. You just click there, and that takes you right straight to the IRS, and you can get your form down there. And then if we have people here online, like I just barreled through that really quick. And so we just want to open up the lines here. So I want to review that we have all that in order. So let's work on slogans. Slogans are actually clever and fun. So let's take a look at someone's business, and we're looking for a slogan for. Anybody? Any volunteers?
Well, you can do mine.
Okay, so what is the name of your business?
Well, the name of the business?
Yeah.
You mean that the thing that it's under? Or
Well, you should have.
we're talking about the homeless or not? Is that what you're talking about?
That is your book, your product. That could be your business as well. Do you have a business name?
I have several business names.
Of course you do. But which one are you going to use for the homeless or not program? Are you going to create a separate LLC?
I may.
We have been.
I want to have one where I can put out everything else underneath of it. You know,
Oh.
like like I was talking to you the other day about three different books,
Yes,
you know,
3 different books. Yeah.
and I used to have, well, I still do have a company called TPF. Um, and it was incorporated in the state of Florida. And that's what I um, did all my copyrights for the forms and the things I used when we were teaching classes. You know,
Okay, so TPF.
no, the letter T, the letter P, and the letter F.
I was afraid of that. I'm pretty sure we can't get that as a .com. Pretty sure.
No, there's no 3 letters that means available.
Yeah, I wouldn't think.
I think literally every single one's been bought.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So TPF. But TPF could be something. TPF holding company. TPF. TPF LLC might be available actually.
well, you want to know what it stands for?
Totally private. Something that starts with an F.
No, the
No.
Pink Flamingo.
The pink flamingo. Isn't that great? Okay, so TPF LLC. I mean, I should have opened up a. Do you have a problem with being an LLC at all?
Well, we're in the process of putting everything into a trust, and I was, forming it. Today, what we're doing is slogans, getting an LLC, and forming our company. Okay. Kim just got here.
I was
TPF.
in prison. I just got out.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Let me out.
Your early release date is here.
Thank you.
Okay, so TPF LLC is not available. Someone already snagged that. So,
All right.
But
Well,
you
I'll
don't
figure
want to
something.
spell it out as the pink flamingo, though. I can see that your avoidance of that.
Well, you see, it was real easy because TPF could stand for anything.
It could stand for anything. I know. That's
Yeah, and it was originally the Pink Flamingo.
Yeah.
Then, it was, Tom P. Flamingo, and then there was, all kinds of things like the Purple Friend,
Perfect friend.
Perfect Friend.
Okay, so let's get back to TPF. Like TPF, this is a good example because it doesn't say what you do.
Yeah.
So your slogan, you want it to include that. Also, we still have to figure out what the name of that's going to be. Maybe TPF, only because we're having trouble finding a .com for that. Might be hard for us to brand that. So be looking at some other kind of an idea, holding
What's wrong?
that you can put the things that you write inside of it.
What's wrong with one of the .coms that we already got, like Bob R. Law?
Bob R. Law. I don't know if you can create an LLC of your name. I mean, I know you can do a sole proprietorship. I don't know if that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know for sure. Daniel, any idea?
I think you can. It depends on the
Maybe.
state, but
Yeah.
Maybe Rosa's got some ideas.
I just tried calling you, but it didn't pick up.
Okay.
Oh,
Um, let me think about that a little bit.
okay. Yeah, I think you do have quite a few of those .coms. So, but let's take a look at your slogan. So you're going to be using, so you're inspirational author. I still can't believe. So let's take a look at some keywords. Let's see if we can find some keywords for inspirational author to put in your slogan. So you have 3 books. So it's almost like a publishing company.
You're gonna have to sit
Yeah.
over here, or we're gonna have to
That's
move because the cord's
fine.
Hey, Goodreads,
I think Goodreads is a brand.
or is it okay?
Yeah. We don't, you know, in the older days, I would have had inspirational and inspiring, but nowadays, Google counts them as the same word. So it includes variations. Well, of course, yeah. Books. Any suggestions, Daniel? Life changing. Oh, by the way, maybe inspirational author ought to be your business, by the way.
Yeah, probably the best one.
That's probably quick, easy, painless right there. Oh yeah, motivational. Are the Lunas muted? They can't play? Can't hear you.
Yeah, then even.
Okay. Okay, so here's some good stuff to work with. So I would try to incorporate some of these into your slogan. I mean, we don't have to, this is not something that we have to decide upon right now, but so your main thing would be in inspirationalauthor.com. So if we were just to do this, I mean, I'm not saying this is the best way to do this, but I mean, I have a list, and so we're just put the list together here. So,
You can't see what you're doing, just so you know.
oh, we can't. I can see it, but you can't see it.
You can only see that one window because of how you set up the screen share.
Okay, let me see if I can screen share this thing. Gotcha. Okay, so it's just one window at a time for whatever reason.
You can set it to be the whole screen. If you want.
I gotcha. That's what I thought I was doing. Okay, so this is the so this is what we're working with: best-selling books, life-changing, motivational success. So we'll just put this together in a phrase like.
What's the phrase?
Best time books for life-changing, motivational.
I mean, that was pretty easy. That was pretty easy, and we just walked it out of the park. I mean, that's an incredible. I'm not saying that that's the one. You know, we could massage that and maybe make it better, but I mean, as far as a keyword rich phrase that represents what you do, I
Woody.
think people would get that right away. you know.
Okay.
Um, so that, I think that's an example. Anyone else want to play?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that was fun, right? And it was easy. It
Yeah.
wasn't that hard.
So this goes where? This is what the headliner for
Your
us
slogan.
or slogan?
So Dave, just to be clear, you're suggesting everybody makes a slogan for all of their websites and also their LLC, or?
In particular for their LLC right now, because we're going to need the biggest bang for our buck there. But absolutely, on your product should have, when it's a product, it's a tagline, and when it's a business, then it's your slogan. So you do want a keyword-rich tagline for all of your products, because you'll reach more people that way. But definitely for your business, I mean, it's all about your image. And it looks like Bob's got a really good image going right now. So I really like that. That's good branding, right? Good job. That was a great example. Anyone else want to jump in? Try another one? We'll show you how easy this is. And people get stuck
Right.
right here. They're like, oh, I don't know how to, it's not that hard. Don't make it that complicated. Do we got the Lunas in? No? Yes?
She's on
Yes.
Ah.
So what you're saying is now we need a slogan?
Yes. Now you need a slogan. So for instance, like,
How about with mine?
so yours is, let's try that. Let's put it up here. You're going to be
Good and
I'm not sharing it. I don't even know what I'm
therapy.
sharing.
You're on Notepad.
I'm on Notepad. Okay, let's go to something else. Nope.
What were you suggesting?
Okay, so with the same process, we would put in a curandero therapy and see what Google comes up. Are you guys seeing this? Am I on the right window? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got, we're going to open up Notepad here. Hope someone,
Mhm.
what's that? I am on the whole screen now? Yeah. Oh, good. That's probably what I intended to do on the first time. Okay. Okay, so here we got us a blank notepad and we're going to be looking for some stuff to do here. So therapist and that's an interesting thing you do.
¿Qué dijo? Can you repeat it? My speakers aren't that great.
Well, yours is interesting because you are operating in another language here. So
That's right.
Mindero therapy, that's what you do. I don't know what nosology means.
Nostalgia. I don't know what that means either.
Ha! Okay, skip that one. Therapeutic, you already have that.
Revealing curanderos healing.
Folk and medical healing.
Let's see, Juanita. Say that loud. Revealing, instead of reviewing, saying revealing curandero practices. Revealing curandero practices. Because actually, that's what I'm doing. Revealing.
Up my sleeve.
¿Qué dijo?
Yeah, that's good.
20. Yay. Thank you.
Ooh, I like rituals, herbal remedies, potions, or counter magic. Ooh, those are cool.
I like that too. Herbal remedies, potions, or counter magic, something like that. That's another one. I like yours.
Hispanic. Oh, I like this integrated.
Pactos con Lucifer. Ew. No. Integrated. Yeah, integrated.
Energy medicine.
Integrated. Receiving folk medicine and folk belief. Energy, integrated energy medicine magic. Yeah, magic, spirituality. There's my written. Yeah, spirituality maybe.
Yeah, I should probably put spirituality in there. That's probably a good idea. People are going to think, if you go straight magic, they're going to think witchcraft, and people are more judgmental, I think. Maybe not now.
Yeah, I guess magical would be like magical thinking in the DSM-4.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. It's a mental illness. Okay, so we got some words to work with here. So if we were going to do it as quick and easy as we did Bob, pretty much we do. So
I like the revealing curandero practices, rituals, herbal. That's probably too long though.
Well, you want to keep it at 10 words, but you can have a long one. You know, if you get, especially if it's keyword rich like this.
Curandero practices. I like that one. And at the end, you can put and spirituality. Integrated therapeutic curandero practices. I don't like therapeutic.
You don't like therapeutic?
But there's a lot of other.
Well, you have therapy in your title already. Curandero.
Okay.
Curandero therapy. So you don't really need that. That would be doubling up. So that was good.
Yeah, that's double. Kind of like double duty. Revealing integrated curandero practices. And spiritual understanding.
That's a mouthful. That's not going to work. I mean,
Yeah,
this
that's
is a little crazy insane.
integrating rituals and herbals and remedies and potions. No.
No?
Just revealing curandero practices and spirituality. And spirituality, because you talk about spirit and guides and all that. Yeah, I do, but that's too long already. No, I'm just adding this and spirituality. That's it.
So how about revealing curandero practices, rituals, energy medicine, and spirituality? The energy medicine would include your stuff like your Reiki as well.
Like what? Oh,
Reiki?
The
Without
Reiki?
saying Reiki. Yeah.
What about instead of curandero, since that's in the title, you replace that with folk healing or something like that?
Oh, with revealing.
Yeah, revealing folk healing practices, rituals. Just to not repeat the keyword because you already have it in the title.
Yep. Good guy. Yeah.
Just folk.
I like folk.
but it's not.
You could say traditional healing or something. That way it also helps
Um,
explain what it is if people don't know what a curandero person is.
How about ancient?
That works.
Yeah, that works. Ancient. Revealing ancient healing practices, rituals, energy medicine, and spirituality.
Ah,
Why don't you just put the title of my book?
what's the title of your book? Oh yeah, that's funny.
Your title? Because that's what yours is. Well,
That's right.
ancient
you
is.
did that.
I can't remember. I'm so
I
bad
can't
at
remember
remembering.
the title of your book. Let's practice, everybody, memorizing the title of your book. Let's start there. But this would be a good subtitle. Okay, so this is a good slogan to start with for Rosa. Good job.
So let me write it down.
Oh, well, it'll be on the recording, but you can write it down. Yeah, good idea.
Oh, okay. All right.
Write it down if you want.
I
So
like it.
that was fun, right? This is not, everybody tries to make this so complicated, you know. We got this.
That's yours? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want
Thank God for
So-
Google.
Exactly. So mine was the book or whatever is explosive growth processes. And when I was doing the Googling, there's the things that came up was here's 6 steps that you can take for explosive growth in your industry. And what I circled was the core processes of your business determining what's preventing your growth.
Wow,
And
that's
other
pretty
one-
good. No fair, you did that without asking for my help.
I'm a quick learner.
Wow, you did
I
good.
was doing it while you were doing this. I was like, okay.
I think
gonna
it's
be-
10
Paying
words,
attention.
too.
Yeah.
Let me see how many words it is. Hang on. Have check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, there's 12.
12 words.
That's great. That's great. I love it. Knocked it out of the park.
Or the other one is, hang on a minute. Okay. Hold on. Gotta figure out which ones I circled. Leaders build on the inherent strengths of the enterprise to create a priority process for creating and execution. I don't like that. I like the first one better.
No, you got to be able to say it 3 times fast without.
Yeah, that's not going to happen on that one. On that one. The core process of your business and determining what's preventing your growth.
Mhm. Yeah,
That flows easy.
it does.
Erase this.
Anyone else want to play? Daniel, want to play with one of yours? Let's do your just for fun. Your off-grid one to me is do you have a slogan for that?
No, I didn't incorporate that name either, but I don't have a slogan. So if we want to play with that one, that would be cool.
Right, let's play with it. I think it's important to your brand. So
Yeah. I just used a different name for the LLC, but that's why I never did a slogan for it. But it'd be cool to have one for
Yeah.
fun.
okay, so what's the name of yours? The off-grid thing.
Off-grid permaculture.
Off-grid permaculture. This is your Harley Davidson right here, I think. So this one, I don't know if this is going to be as an effective method here of using the Google search for key stuff, maybe. Because you really want to touch these people where they live. And you probably know where that is without even looking at this list. right? I mean, the things that turn these people on.
Yeah, I know what they like. I don't know where they live because they're off grid, but
Okay, let's see. Sustainable living looks like.
Yeah.
Homesteading. Someone already did this. Is this you? Oh, no. Wow, look at that. That's all in one spot. These guys did a good job already. They really did an excellent job. But as far as what do your off-grid people want? I guess there's like so many different ways to approach off-grid as well. Some people do it for fun. Some people do it for survival. Some people do it because the end of the world's coming. Some people do it because a big brother. There's so many different reasons. Is there a common trend?
no, it's based. So a lot of those keywords that you pulled, those are kind of like the subcategory. So like preppers are people that think the world's going to end. There's homesteaders who just want to like get back to nature and have a more organic kind of lifestyle. Or
Mm-hmm.
so I chose a broad market, even though it seems very specific. Off grid is pretty broad.
Apparently it is, yeah. Wow, look at all this. Really good stuff here. So do you hit those broad categories on purpose? I mean, or is there one specific category that you prefer to approach?
Well, because the information is useful for all of them, I tend to write stuff that's broad enough that any of them would be interested. I don't really write stuff or have a product that's focused just on people, like just on preppers, say, even though there is stuff like that that I could do, I just haven't done any of it. So right now I'm targeting everybody
Mm-hmm.
just because it's stuff that applies to, like they want to know what kind of chainsaw to use, or they want to know where the cheapest land is and stuff like that. All of them do. So it's not specific.
Hey, I just came across something that would be beneficial for you with what you do. A company that we, the one I take the nutraceuticals, I got my site back with, they just started carrying a product that's water purifier, literally that you can take pond water and drink it straight from this and it's clear. You just squeeze water out and it's 99% pure. Chemicals, dirt, everything. It's amazing. And
Wow.
how many gallons does it do?
I don't know. I haven't got all
I
the
mean-
details.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I was blown away.
Cool.
Just
Yeah, I'll
got-
check that out.
Yeah, I'll get you connected with it.
Okay, well, here is a whole pile of stuff that we just got off of. Wow. Off-grid permaculture. No, I'm not really qualified to do this next piece, but if you were to sort these in order of popularity, probably sustainable living would be number one. You think?
Yeah, it's hard to say what the numbers are on. I would need to do more research to know exactly what is popular, but my guess is sustainable living is pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Probably homesteading after that,
Okay.
and then third I think would be prepping. But
Really?
that's just a guess. It's hard to say
Mm-hmm.
because the people who do these things tend to travel in different kinds of areas, so you don't see that same kind of stuff posted in the same area, so you don't know like which one is, like in a Facebook group, these people are all in completely separate Facebook groups.
Yeah.
So we would actually need to do some like keyword analysis to figure out which one is the top, I would think. But that order, I think, just my gut is what is probably the numbers for those type of searches.
Yeah. Well, what's great is that none of those are in your title.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's good fodder for your slogan.
So for a slogan, could you do just like the, instead of having it be like a cognizant phrase, could you just do like sustainable living, homesteading, prepping? As like, you know, because you see some companies that do stuff like that where it's just like 3 separate statements. Does that make sense? Or do we want to go with like a
It makes
phrase?
sense, but I think it would be better if it was a sentence. But it could be sustainable living, homesteading, prepping. It'd be like Walmart's, simple, easy, short, sweet. So sustainable living. How about sustainable living? I would throw some other words through. Make it look like you didn't do it on purpose, like you just didn't do a keyword snag. Well, see, if you did it that way, it would would exclude some people
Mhm.
because you don't want to end on preppers.
You could say and prepping.
What is wrong with me?
I don't think we got time for that.
Okay, sustainable living through homesteading and prepping.
Cool.
Not bad. And you just nailed those 3 key phrases. Quick, easy, painless. Let's see. Juanita, what's yours?
I like that too. Okay. Sustainable living through homesteading and prepping. I like
You can't have that one. That one's mine.
Oh. Anyway, I like it though. It sounds good.
Juanita, what's your project?
That's my one. What are you doing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
You're done. Mine is the natural alternative for weight loss.
Oh. That's pretty keyword rich right there already, just the title.
If you need something that works, I have a product.
A natural
Michelle's-
alternative?
Yeah, Michelle was 250 pounds. She's 165 without changing her diet.
Nice. Is
Yeah.
that a magic pill?
Pretty much.
Taking it.
It's all natural. They're nutraceuticals that are infused with a CBD isolate. And it just makes your body function, balance out the cannabinoid system so that your body starts working the way it's supposed to.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it, Kim, what you put up? There's 30 ways, that one?
Oh,
And
Is
no,
that yours or
that's just
That's
me
not mine.
thinking.
what we're seeing right now? Is that David's or is that yours, Kim?
No, that's David's
That's mine.
website, not mine.
Oh. That's cool. Maybe she should send us. Yeah, send us a copy of that. That would be great.
Just go to icarebeyond.com.
icarebeyond.com.
Mm-hmm. Letter I,
Okay.
icarebeyond.com.
Okay. You want to write it down?
I went from 197 down to 172.
Wow.
And I went down 2 belt sizes.
icarebeyond.com.
Yes.
Oh, man. You don't find out nothing. It's an information grab.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Even though that's for you, I gotta go.
So what, okay, back to our, we're looking for So when it comes to weight loss, okay, so looks like there's safe herbs. I like cinnamon. A lot of diet in here. Weight control, appetite suppress. I think that would be included in weight loss. You don't do supplements, really. Meditative, no. I like holistic. That's a good one. This is a pretty saturated market. So Juanita, what makes your weight loss programs so different from everyone else's? Juanita, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Ah,
Yes.
I can hear you now.
I didn't realize I had it on mute.
Okay. What makes your weight loss program different from everybody else's?
Well, what I'm writing about is that a lot of these weight loss are fast, taking a pill, drinking something to make you lose the weight and the appetite. And what they're teaching you is you can continue eating the way you are, but if you get off of this weight plan and you haven't learned how to control your eating, then you're gonna go right back up.
Mhm.
They're not teaching you how to change your way of eating, but they're teaching you to continue being the same. And I believe loving yourself, changing your emotion, because a lot of the emotions affect our bodies. And what I believe is that we all hold our emotions in, which stresses out our bodies. And loving yourself and making the changes necessary, you'll lose the weight, but keep it off naturally, and it'll be easier in the long run. That's what I believe in anyway. I've gone through it, so
No, it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Stress will make you gain weight as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You can gain or lose with it.
yeah,
So your emotions are definitely tied to it. But some people are stress eaters, and so they'll eat the comfort foods, and so they go.
yeah. That's that's how I used to be. That's what I'm saying. Uh, I used to be close to 400. So
Wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations! Great job.
people that look at me say, "You never were that big," and I said, "Yeah, I was." It took a while to get it off, but I've kept it off. So, but it's
So
been hard work on my part for my emotion and all that.
make sure you put a before and after picture of yourself on your website.
I've been trying to find the right one that shows how humongous I was, but I can't find it. I mean, I have my brother's ex-girlfriend behind me, and we looked the same. She was pretty heavy herself. So I'm still trying to find that picture.
Ask your friends if they've got any pictures of you.
True.
You know, like on, you know, how people post on Facebook and stuff like that, different events and activities, family outings and stuff.
She never wanted pictures of
I
her.
never took pictures of myself.
She didn't like her, the way she looked, so we really don't have too much.
Camera
Evidence.
shy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still picky about my pictures even, so.
400 pounds, a lot.
So
Yeah.
I was big. So.
You inspire me. That is dedication. That's beautiful.
So, you know, that's why I see all these different diets that people have, and it's like they're not teaching to love themselves like they should, or to care enough to be able to stop eating on your emotions. There's other outlets. Ouch. But thank you. Oh. Anyway, that's kind of hard to find on mine. I don't know if anybody would be interested in it. But
Yes,
I just,
absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I brought it up, because Michelle, the young lady that lives with us, she was 250 pounds. And I was going through her medical records from some of the documentation and stuff that we were given when she came to stay with us. And last night when I was reading it, she was suicidal, and she kept telling them, they were like, why? And they said, she says, because I'm fat and I'm ugly. And it just broke my heart. I was like, oh my gosh, you know.
I was at that stage myself. I still have to work on myself, but yeah, like I said, you have to learn to love yourself and be able to just get out of that mode and start trying to think positive. And
you know, what about? I just had a thought. What about? Well, I don't know. I'm thinking of a number. You know, if you're working with people who were, quote, in the morbidly obese size, and said love yourself to 150 pounds. You know what I mean? Or love your way to 150 pounds, or something that ties into the emotional aspect, like what you're wanting to do. But tie that into your phrase, because
I used to tell myself, because I got a book on how strong your mind is, and I used to tell myself I can eat anything and everything and still weigh 155.
I love anything and everything.
And I would repeat that even when I wasn't eating, but it helped because it also made my body. I'd also add something like, I'll take the nutrition my body needs and let the rest go. But I would never put myself on a diet. I would eat what my body desired, but I wouldn't eat a lot. I maybe just taste it, like a piece of cake I wanted. My brother got mad at me one time because I bought this cake. It looked really good. And I just took one taste out of it. Yeah. And I go, the rest is yours. He goes, why in the hell did you buy it? I said, I just wanted to taste it. He got mad at me. He goes, now I'm going to gain the weight. I said, no, not if you think that way. But I just wanted to taste. I never deprived my body of what I wanted to eat. I just took a little bit of it. And that's all you really need.
You know, we changed our plate size. We went from using the massive plates to sandwich plates, not the little itty bitty ones, but the, you know, just a sandwich plate.
A little bigger than a saucer.
A little bigger than a saucer size. And so when you're hungry, you'd eat more, but you were consciously aware of how much you were putting on your plate. So you knew, I used to go back for 3 plates. Now I only have 2. Now I only have 1 and I'm full. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we did. We really didn't change what was being, other than sugar. We cut sugar out of her diet because it dramatically affected her behavior. 2 cookies, 3 cookies would make her crazy angry person. So
Wow.
cut sugar out, and now she knows on her own how to do that, and it's amazing.
That's cool. That's, yeah, no, sugar does affect a lot of
So
people.
let's go for
So
her. Thank you.
thank you though. Anyway, that's my spiel.
Okay, so we got, what do you think about safe, love-based, holistic, stress-free weight control?
Huh?
Oh wow.
Repeat that slowly.
Safe, love-based, holistic, stress-free weight control. The natural alternative for weight loss. Weight control is kind of doubling up there, but I noticed that when you were talking a lot about control. So you might want to put that in there. And I like this,
Okay.
I like this phrase, love yourself in. That's kind of good. Or like Kim was saying, love yourself to your next, weight goal.
I like that. Love yourself thin.
You know.
And that's, yeah. But it's hard to, and Kim made a really
Yes.
good point about loving yourself
Yeah.
and the way you feel about yourself. That is part of the healing process
Yeah.
that I'm
Definitely.
trying to get out there. So But
One
yeah.
of the things that we teach is the mirror technique. You might want to throw that in on your website, because it's a wonderful thing where you look in the mirror at yourself and you say, I am a healthy and vibrant, and for me, I weigh a healthy and vibrant 135 pounds. I have a mantra, don't laugh, hope you're sitting down, because this is what I do.
They're all sitting down.
Okay, well, anyways. So I carry my can of peas when I do my little walk-in, and I say I weigh a healthy and vibrant 135 pounds. My boobs are firm, my belly's tight, I stand up straight and tall. My boobs are firm, my belly's tight, I stand up straight and tall. Because I don't want, gravity to have its way.
that's a good one. I'll have to, find me writing it in my book. That would be awesome.
Just fun little mantras.
Mhm.
I can't use that one.
Yeah, me either. Although,
My boobs don't say.
Well, you can change the words, but only for you guys to
okay.
hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
thank you, Kim.
Thank you very much. It was very inspiring and good ideas to
Yeah.
help me
So
write.
we'll review what we're up to this week. So everybody's on board with that. This week we're going to be settling on our slogans. We're going to be deciding on our business structure, and we're going to get a business address and a registered agent. If we're filing out of state, you're filing in your home state, you don't need that. And then file the necessary paperwork this week, because we got more coming down the pike next week for processing all of this truckloads of money that we're going to be having to deal with. So that's the week after.
I wanted to say hi to Jade.
Hi, Jade.
Hi, Jade. Nice to see you here.
Hi, you can see it's just slowly getting darker and darker as we go through.
Yeah, but it's nice to see what we can see of you.
Oh, I didn't know she was on. She's been so quiet. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't on right at the beginning.
But you were on for the slogan stuff. Have you been thinking about a slogan? You have one?
Yeah, well, I mean, I bought the 2 domain names,
Yeah.
and one of them was the multi-orgasmic toolkit.
Oh, yeah.
So does it play in with those domain names, the new domain names, or is something different?
For sure.
So, I mean, I use this, well, it's kind of like a slogan. You could say like, longevity, sexuality, vitality. No, but oh, I'm gonna have to check on my website actually what I've got there.
You don't know how to use it? No, I do, but right here.
Yeah, so I say emotions, no, vitality, vitality, sexuality, longevity. I'm kind of using those words. So vitality, yeah, longevity, sexuality.
So those are really good because this is a perfect example of what we're trying to accomplish, except for they want to put that into a phrase.
Yeah.
Somehow. So like achieving higher sexuality.
Achieving vitality and longevity through sexuality, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good. That is pretty good right there. I would maybe
Okay.
put in another keyword that sets you apart from the other people. Like,
Sexuality. Can play with me.
another
Through
keyword.
quantum sexuality.
There you go. Now that puts you in your own field, the quantum field. Ah,
Come play with me, and sexuality. How about come play with me in sexuality? My toys are fun for everyone.
hey, whoa.
No?
Can't take your anything.
For your longevity.
For your longevity. Or come play with me in vitality with sexuality.
Yeah, with those
Okay.
it's make a good, you can make a rap phrase out of it. Need a backbeat.
Vitality and sexuality. Oh, longevity.
See, we could spend forever on these things, but it's really not that hard, really easy. Just to step through this process. I mean, and you got to thank Google for it. Except for Jade, she had hers pretty well nailed down before she got to this process. Jade, since you're in the UK, what's going on with the business structures over there? I mean, here we're going to go with LLCs. What are your options over there?
I have two companies registered. One of them's like more courses, the other one's like coaching and stuff. So yeah, I have two. You register with the government that you have a company, and it's a limited company. I don't know what LLC is, but it's a limited.
Yeah.
I think that's the same because LLC is limited liability company. So they sound like they're very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably quite similar.
Okay, well, I don't know. I think that's probably a wrap unless we can answer any questions that we might have. We have Daniel here to answer all your tech questions if you have any of those this week. Challenges. I think everybody's been able to get into their websites, do some editing.
So what's our homework for this week?
Woo!
What do you just went over?
Just what we just did as far as that we already have? Are we supposed to,
No.
because I already have the LLC.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
you need to put 500 words a day.
Okay, I gotta do 500 words a day. Got it. I was working on that. I actually did an outline
Yeah.
last night for my, where'd it go? On
Yeah,
different
this is
topics.
week 4. So when we meet next week, we'll all have 28 500-word articles is the goal published. And the reason for that pace is when we get to writing the book, we want to have enough words already to where you're just editing it down. So some people might be a little behind if you joined a little later. So you might need to make up some, and you can either write longer articles or you can write, just like a couple articles a day kind of a thing to catch up.
Yeah.
Or a bunch if you want to write 10. There's been some people doing stuff like that too, but whatever is convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Blog binging is really fun. That's where you do a whole bunch in one day and then you schedule them out. Did we review that in the first
Yeah, I went over scheduling in the first one.
Yeah, that's, yeah. So if you need to review that on how to do your blogging, Daniel covered that really well in the first week. You can review.
Yeah, I was reading that yesterday. I was watching it.
So yeah, good to see everybody getting up to speed. I think next week, Dr. Dini will be joining us. She's a teacher, so she's going to be on her summer break. And when that happens, we'll have her here in the live session. Otherwise, everyone else is going to be viewing this and the other episodes after the fact. And everybody's keeping up. So this looks like a good deal. I would encourage anyone to get also into the Facebook group. This is where we actually get to build some camaraderie between all of us outside of this forum that we're in right now.
So what's the title for Facebook?
Don't quit your day job.
Don't quit your day job?
Oh, no, it is quit your day job.
Well, quit your day job.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't, it's the opposite of don't quit.
Don't keep it. Quit it. Quit your day job. Got it.
We invited every one of you to the group. So look at your invites because it's a private group. You won't be able to find it unless we invited you, but everybody in here, we invited you. So if you're not in it, there's an invitation in your groups area to be part of it.
And I think
All right, I'll go there.
there's a link on the members page as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. If you go into the members right at the top, there's a link into the Facebook group.
Okay. See if I can find it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Anything else we can help you with?
No, I just got to get writing.
I know, we all do.
I was doing my outlines and stuff of what my topics were that I wanted to write.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of been the process. I'm up to 6 for an outline so far for like headings.
Mhm.
And so I've got growing your business exponentially. This is not in chronological order yet. This is just thoughts going out. So growing your business exponentially, enthusiasm, finding the God within, achieving your vivid vision, becoming the you were meant to be, growing your communication skills, 8 steps to explosive growth process. Number 1, imagination realization. Brainstorming is number 2. Vivid vision boards is 3. Behavior modification, how to modify others' behaviors without them knowing. 5 is core beliefs. 6 is time and eternity weren't with you. What in the world? I don't even know what I wrote. So I was getting a bit tired and rummy at that moment.
Did
And
you use any of Daniel's methods to create titles?
No, you didn't.
no,
Well, so you're just coming with them off the top of your head. Well, I mean, that's 90 blog posts is a lot. So if you're looking for more titles, you can just use Google basically. Daniel, that's another week 1 thing, right? That we covered in week 1.
I think that was week 2.
Week
We
2.
talked about blog titles and how to find good topics to write about.
Mhm.
Because choosing the right topic in terms of search, is a big deal for getting, because as experts, we know what people need to know, but they don't know. So we got to make sure that we write articles that address the questions they have, not the answers that we want to give them. So I went over how to figure that out in week 2. So that's a good thing to review now,
Yeah.
especially when people, not just you guys, but everybody else. This is about the point when people start going, okay, I don't know what else to write about.
Mhm.
So there's literally unlimited things when you start looking at Google, and it really helps. Also the Facebook group thing that I recommended. So week 2, that's where we talked about that stuff. And it really helps get the juices flowing.
Mhm.
all right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap unless we have anything else. Anyone else?